I'm reading from, I get the biggest response when I do comment call. I see a lot of other people do comment calls, and I tried it and I thought, and I just like to, I haven't done it for a while, a couple weeks. And so I said, I better do I've been getting a lot of really, really nice comments. I really appreciate the people. So I'm going to read some of my comment call. The last time I did, I read the comments on the the uh, the video had in PetSmarts. Sorry, it's so stinking hot out here right now. And oh, I've gotten so many positive and negative response on the PetSmarts video. Because I took, if you want to see it, look at my video. I took my dog, never took her there before, but we were going to go to Tennessee. So I said, I'm going to take her to PetSmart real quick. I'll try it. One of the girls in the office I worked took her pet there, so I thought, I'll give it a shot. Well, bad experience. But anyway, you'll read my video. So this one's not on PetSmarts. This is just on comments that I get. The first one is on, I have a 12-volt RV cooler. It's a small cooler. I put it behind the seat in my car, and I plug it in if I'm going grocery shopping, because if I go to the big store like BJ's or Sam's, it's like 45 minutes from my house, so I put my stuff, anything that's going to spoil. Or if I go to my mom's, she's a half an hour away, or my kids, I just put the stuff in there. Or when we travel, just on a day trip or whatever, I stick stuff in it. It really keeps it cold. So the first one was, how long do you let, this is from, it doesn't say who this is from. This is from, that's the bad part about doing it on my iPad. Tinkerbell. She says, how long do you let the cooler to stay plugged in while the car is on for it to stay cool? I know you can't let it plug in all day to have the car running all day. Like, how long does it last as well after it's fully cooled? That's a very good question. I haven't left it alone without unplugging it, but I'll be honest with you, Wednesday I was off work and I went to get my mother and my mother-in-law some groceries, and while I was there, I found, can you believe I finally found some meat? Because I haven't, everywhere I go we don't have any meat, and I found some meat, and I said, oh, some steak. That was the only meat, was steaks, of course, ribeye. So I said, I'll make myself a big steak on the grill with baked potatoes. And I put the meat in my little cooler, and I went running all over the place, went to see my mother and my mother-in-law and the whole thing. We got their groceries, they're both older. And then when I left my mom's, I unplugged it, and guess what? I forgot to plug it back in. And when we got home, I said, oh my goodness, this meat is colder than when it was in the refrigerator. So, and that was 20 minutes. So I guess you can keep it going for a while, then just as long as you keep the lid closed, I guess you can keep it going. You know, it'll stay for a while. The next one was on the Tab. The Tab 320S camper. You know, that was my first camper that I wanted. I was really interested in the new camps. I still always think, is this what I want, and do I not? Is this what I want? And if it was just me, it would be perfect, but my husband and the dog, and we want to go out west, I really think that it's too small. I don't know. I wish it's too small. It doesn't have 2 steps. And it doesn't have a freezer. So how do you like that? I need either a bed or a couch, or a bed and a dining room, and it has a bed and a chair, you know, you can eat with the table, but it's only a twin if you do it that way. Otherwise it's the queen. So I don't know what the, you know, answer to that is. But this is from Eddie. Gosh, I'm trying to read this without my glasses. This is from Eddie T. He asked me if I could, I would definitely find a way to swap the toilet with the cassette one. Hate dealing with the black tanks. Wow, that is so funny that he said that, because I was looking negative to the small campers that have the cassette. You know, the foot one that I have, the Barefoot one from Europe, that's a cassette toilet. And my husband's like, oh, I love it, I love it. And I said, yeah, but it's got a cassette toilet. So maybe this Eddie T is right. Maybe instead of getting involved with the black tank and all that stuff, rather to just get a cassette toilet. He's pretty clever on that one. That one's on the PetSmart. I don't want to get into that. This one's another one on lowering your, I'm not going to get into pets today. This one is about Punta Gorda, and let's read this one. That I have a video. Hi, somebody just is viewing. Hi, how are you? And this one's on my video on Punta Gorda. Everybody knows I do quite a few trips to the West Coast, not recently, goodness gracious, but my best friend from high school lives on the West Coast, and I really enjoy it over there. It is beautiful. I'm on the East Coast of Florida. My best friend from high school is on the West Coast. So Punta Gorda is so beautiful, and I cannot believe it. It's like voted one of the most beautiful towns in Florida, and my Punta Gorda video really has gotten a lot of reviews. And this fella, Arthos, ATHOS, he said, wow, legends never die. In the 1992 Aladdin in Punta Gorda, Florida, I'm doing a school project, but it got canceled due to coronavirus. Oh, you poor thing. Don't worry, we're still doing animation with original Disney Plus, but this is where they filmed. This is so cool. Punta Gorda, Florida is where they filmed the original 1992 Aladdin. Anyway, in my Broadway show, as kids get older for autism, Broadway Camp April is Autism Awareness. Wow, I didn't know that about next month. That's, you know, we need to all think about that. And the happiest place on earth became the creepiest place on earth if you're looking to the original Aladdin. This is with the casting with Robin Williams. So see how we learned something? Wow, that was very nice. I appreciate him for replying. Okay, this is another one about the PetSmart. We'll do that another time. And this one is about my Jupiter Island, Hope Sound Beach. We have beautiful beaches here. I'm not going to lie about it. We have really beautiful beaches. So this is from Jamie Schwartz, Jaime Schwartz. She says, great video, but FYI, you don't need to be interviewed to buy on Jupiter Island. Anyone can buy on the island, but to join the Jupiter Island Club, you do have to be approved, which is very strict. Thank you for doing the video of our town. And I said to Jamie, thank you for viewing. Sorry about the error. And Jamie wrote back, no worries. I like your channel. Great job. So sometimes, you know, you're told gossip and everything, and it isn't right. This next one is on the Barefoot. I was telling you with the toilet, the European style small camper. This comment is from Jerry Dower, D-A-U-E-R, and he said, wow, tiny sink. I wish, this is the one with the cassette toilet I was telling you about. He said, wow, tiny sink. I wish the camper was a little higher off the ground too. And I wrote back and told him, yep, you're so right. It's adorable, but you're so right. This is Cades, Cove. This is 3 weeks ago, before all this coronavirus stuff happened. This is about my Great Smoky Mountains, Cades, Cove camp, the dry camping, boondocking. Oops. This is from Heather, and she said, does the $25 per day count as one night? I plan to camp for just one night. Yeah, you get there whatever time I told you. Oh, here it is. Checkout is 12 o'clock noon. You get there, I think it's check-in is 3, whatever it is. But now, I heard that all the national park campgrounds, that's what I heard. Don't quote me. But but I think they're closed. So I said, Heather, the cost is $25 per night. Checkout is 12 p.m. Reservations are required. So this is the problem, Heather. The ones in Cades Cove, they don't have any water or electric. It's just dry camping. And they only have, I'm saying this to anybody, you know, when this all gets lifted and stuff, because a friend of mine it happened to, they had a generator and she did have some health issues, and they made the reservation. They weren't tech savvy, so they had the niece make the reservation, and she got them, they had a camper, and she put them in the one without the generator. Different ones you can run generators. Some of them as quiet zones you can't. So make sure if you do need to run a generator in the summer and everything, you go to double check you can run a generator, because I know that for a fact. Okay. This is, I'm not gonna stay on here too long, because I hate to go over 10 minutes, but this is one for Casita, the Liberty, and the new gray color, which is really cool. I love it. Even though my husband loves wood, this gray color just opens it up on it. I have the 2020 Casita. This comment, I shouldn't say question, well, it's both. Comment is from Bill Rankin, R-A-N-K-I-N. He said, my question would be, how do you sit on the toilet? Where do you put your left leg? The plastic portion of the sink is in the way. And I wrote back to him, no, it just looks that way. There's enough room. And he said, thanks for the response. I really need to go take an in-person look to fit. And I said, so true. I said, the 17-foot is taller on the inside than the 16-foot. And he said, yes. Okay, and then I also wrote to him, yep, I bet, to see if you fit in the bathroom and can raise your arms to take a shower. Watch your head also when you step out of the camper. Well, somebody else commented, his name is Ron Clark, C-L-A-R-K. He joined in, and he said, if you're 5'10" or less, the 16-foot is similar to the 17, except for the air conditioner and the fridge. The 16-foot air conditioner is an RV tarp air conditioning unit with the vent forward and not a roof type. Ooh, that's very good. The 16 has a smaller fridge with no freezer. You know how I feel about that. I really need a freezer. Casita is pushing the 17-foot models, but the 16th models are a few 100 pounds less in weight. I expect Casita to eventually cease building the 16-foot models. Out of 30 campers at their factory, only one was a 16-foot when I was there. And I said, Ron Clark, wow, thank you so much. This is such great information. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're gonna just call it. I think we have enough here. Most of them are all about the Pomeranian. A lot of Pomeranian ones. Here's one more. This is also about the Casita. As long as we're doing the Casita, I might as well do this one too, then we'll call it a day. This is from J.C. Journey. J like Joy, C like Charlie, Journey. And he said, a very nice tour of your lovely Casita. It's not my lovely. I'm scoping them all out, checking to which one's gonna be my lovely. We are new to your channel as fellow molded fiberglass RV owners too. We travel in a 15-foot Escape. I've looked at Escapes too. I gotta do a video on Escape. We look forward to you following your journey. Safe travels, my friend. Wasn't that sweet? He's so sweet. Okay, so folks, that's it for the comment call. It's 15 minutes. I think you heard enough of me today. I'll do another one with the pets, because there's a lot about the pets. Okay, I'm gonna call it. It's blowing here like crazy, so I'm gonna call it a day. And thank you, everyone, and thanks to who's viewing. I appreciate it. You guys have